What is good, fellas? I hope you guys are all having a great start to your Tuesday morning. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to Madden 26. Before we hop in and talk about anything else brand new, we do have a few quick small things we do need to go over. First things first, massive shout out to you guys for 15,000 subscribers. With that said, I guess we're now on the road to 20k, so if you guys are new to the channel and you do enjoy daily Madden 26 Ultimate Team content, I feel like you already know what to do. Not gonna lie, it's kind of crazy to say that out loud. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Shout out you guys as always. Get on there, drop a like on this video if you have not already. 210 likes in 24 hours will be a gift card giveaway for you guys over in my Discord. And now that we got that all out of the way, we actually have a lot to talk about this Tuesday morning. Usually Tuesday morning videos aren't in depth as Monday morning videos because we usually cover everything Monday morning when it comes to market. That is just not the case today. If you guys missed it last night, we did get some reveals from EA. When I say some reveals, we got a singular reveal, and it's another one of those limited time kickers, just like the Cam Little booming pack. Those who are not familiar with what that was, I believe it was the very first drop of Team of the Week. It would have been preseason week 1 Team of the Week. EA put out this pack in the store where it gave you a very good chance to pull a B&D limited time kicker. Cam Little, that was the best kicker in the game. If you wanted to have the best team in the game, you had to pull that kicker. That pack costed you 80,000 coins. And the other option of what you were pulling, I believe it was like an 84 plus overall at the time. Those 84 pluses were B&D, and it costed you 80,000 coins to open up the pack. Now, we don't know how much the pack is going to cost today. We do know, according to MUT the pack is going to either range between 86 plus overall players or pulling the Brandon Aubrey. I'm going a little bit out of order today so I can actually show you guys the card I'm talking about while we talk about what it's going to do to the market. Usually we save MUT.GG for the end of the video, but for today, it makes sense to pull him up right now. This is going to be the best kicker in the game. He will not have all 32 team chemistries, 92 kick power, 88 kick accuracy, and the only way to pull this quote-unquote B&D limited time is going to be out of, I believe they're calling it the Rock and Roll Brandon Aubrey pack. Might be making that name up, but I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere on the internet. We don't know how much the pack is going to cost, but it is going to be a coin-sucking magnet. People are going to be ripping open this pack, trying to pull Brandon Aubrey, and in return, you are going to be losing pretty much all of your coins every single time. Because if you don't pull Brandon Aubrey early on, you're just going to pull a bunch of 86s, 87s, 88s, 89s, and 90s, and that is where the market crash comes into, and we will get to that here in a second. But the big thing right now, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, Brandon Aubrey will be going live. We'll be live on Twitch. Link is down below in the description. We are currently on a partner push. I get to apply for partner again on November 3rd. If you guys are not already following the Twitch, link is down below. This pack should be fun. It was really fun for Cam Little. I actually didn't pull Cam Little the last time we had this pack. I spent like 1.5 million coins trying to pull this 87 overall Cam Little. I didn't make it happen last time. I will be pulling Brandon Aubrey, but it's going to be a coin magnet, and people's coins are going to be stolen. Now, according to the MUT Leaks, it did say 86 pluses. I'm going to assume that the MUT Leaks tweet of what the pack odds are going to be is accurate. Any 86 plus overall player that you can sell on your account, I would recommend you guys sell it off. Not only are people just going to be wasting their coins today, EA wants to take coins from their consumer base. It's just, you know, there are too many coins out there in circulation, apparently. But number two, people are going to be pulling these cards as B&Ds, so therefore they're going to lose value because people will have the cards permanently on their team. Forgot to mention this earlier, the pack last time was actually very, very good. Like, people were hitting things left and right, and whether it was champions or Cam Little, more specifically the champion side of things, that market in general just took a major dip. Obviously, this was months ago, so the champion market did look a little bit differently, but if you guys have any 88s, 89s, even 90 overall Mosphere champions, we talked about selling them off yesterday. I would sell them off today, fellas. I mean, I just realized I had a Von Miller sitting on my account. Of course, I'm at my auction house limit, but I will immediately be selling off this card as soon as I finish off this video because his price is going to be in the gutter. And that's pretty much the case for every champion in this game. Now, as I click through my account, I'm not going to lie, a good portion of my champions are B&D. That has been the way I've built out my team for a majority of this year. I will say, like, Jaden Daniels isn't a B&D, John Riggins isn't. I don't think this Jeremy Chin is, but pretty much everything else on my account is a B&D player. I've actually gotten pretty lucky with some of the pulls I've had, like a Deshaun Jackson, Lermsey Tunzel. Regardless, if you guys have any champions on your account, I would recommend you guys just sell them off because they are going to tank in price. This happened the last time. I almost want to guarantee you again, this is going to be how it goes. It makes sense. People are getting their coins basically stolen off their account for a B&D chance at a limited time kicker, In return, you might pull 1 or 2 really cool champions, whether they fit your theme team or not. I mean, that kind of would hurt, but it's going to crash the market. It did the last time, and if you guys have any 86s, 87s, 88s, or 89s on your account, it almost makes too much sense to not sell them off, so please sell them off. You will thank me later. As always, anytime we do talk about the market, if you guys have any specific questions relating to any player on your account personally, please feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. I'm not going to lie to you guys, today's answer is most likely going to be sell. Part we don't talk about often here is the Crystal Jamir Gibbs. I would actually sell off Crystal Jamir Gibbs. I don't see enough people talking about this, but Jamal Charles from head-to-head ranked is basically Crystal Jamir Gibbs without the crystal boost. But we'll be able to claim that Jamal Charles card here in a few days. They are actually the exact same card, basically the same size, basically the same stats, except Jamir Gibbs gives you the crystal boost, but these crystal boosts aren't anything too crazy. I do expect Jamir Gibbs to get cheaper. I also do want to note, now we just had 89 overall reduxes, so 90 overall reduxes are next on the clock. I don't think we're going to see them next week. I actually think we see an overall increase next week with the breakouts promo, and then the week after that, 90 overall reduxes are on the clock. If you guys have any 90 overall limited times, I don't think it's a bad idea to sell them off. That's Jamir Gibbs. That's actually not that many 90 overall limited times as I click through. That's Malcolm Butler, Jaden Daniels, Marshawn Lynch. This Plaxico Burrows card still holding value makes absolutely no sense to me. He has 87 speed. He's basically a worse version of Mike Evans. Regardless, they're going to be on the clock pretty soon. I would sell off Jamir Gibbs out of any of them, especially because of this value of about 2 million coins, and I do expect him to get cheaper once we can finally get this Jamal Charles. We are in the conversation of head-to-head ranked. Yes, the session is going to wrap up. When it comes to the best ranked player to pick, I don't think there's a clear-cut answer like there was last time. Even last time with Ben St. Juste, Malik Neighbors, and Ted Hendricks, there really wasn't a clear-cut answer. It was what did your theme team need for that time and place. That's the exact same conversation again. I'm going to probably go Jamal Charles. I am having a very fun time with smaller running backs this year. I do have John Riggins on my Commanders theme team. I've been running a lot of 2 running back system, especially with the shapeshifters. Definitely a good time I would recommend, and I think Jamal Charles is going to fit that scheme perfectly for me. Like I just said, he is basically Crystal Jamir Gibbs, just without the crystal boost. He might honestly be a little bit better, hence why I think Jamir Gibbs' price is going to tank. Dallas Turner is the one I probably wouldn't pick. We just got Will Anderson from the Season 3 Field Pass, who is already better than this card. And we just have so many good edge rushers in this game. 86 speed, 89 excel isn't bad. He does get all 32 team chemistries. If your theme team needs an edge rusher, I guess you can go Dallas Turner. But if you're not going Jamal Charles, I would probably go David Njoku. He will have the longest longevity. 86 speed, got a good route running, 78 run blocking. You need a backup tight end, even if you have a better tight end. Like, this guy will be on your field. I mean, maybe not on your field, but on your team probably until the end of the year because he does have the all 32 team chemistries. It's a cool card right here. Probably where a lot of us are going to go is going to be this David Njoku right here. It really just depends on what your theme team needs. Commander's theme team literally just got the Vernon Davis card, who has been so unbelievably money. We really do need a running back, and so it's kind of lining up perfectly for me to pick the fun play in Jamal Charles. The way I think about it when people ask me over on stream, Jamal Charles is the fun pick with the shortest longevity. Dallas Turner is Dallas Turner if you need a defensive lineman. Okay, we just have so many good defensive linemen. David Njoku is kind of a fun pick right now with 86 speed, 6'4", but his longevity of actually being an impactful player will last longer than any of the other 2 options. Again, head-to-head rank session 2 will be wrapping up this week. We should see session 3 kick off. I do want to advise you guys that the last time the rank session did end, there were so many issues with people actually receiving the rank rewards. Wasn't this the day that the servers basically broke on us as well? Recommend you guys have a little bit of wiggle room above the tier you guys are in. You guys can see I am 36 RP above the champion tier. Be at least 30 plus above. I've seen so many people be, pendering right on the edge of like 2,910. Because rank rewards are so broken, people have to go in and leave a game, and then you actually get dropped down into the previous tier. You get the reward from that previous tier. I don't want that to happen to you guys, so make sure you actually have some buffer room when it comes to your rank rewards. And if you want to sit this rank session out, I actually don't blame you. This one is kind of brutally bad compared to the other sessions. I hope session 3 is a little bit better. Let's talk about candy to coin conversion. For those who don't know, every single time we do have a special currency from a special promo like Most Feared or Zero Chill, the currency is going to eventually convert over into coins. Every single year, it does vary per promo. Sometimes we see it as high as 1 candy equals 25 coins. We've also had it in Madden's past. This wasn't the case last year, but the conversion did not convert into coins. It converted into training. I'm not going to act like that's going to be the case for Madden 26, but it might be. And if that's the case, then, well, we move on. The reason this is a conversation is because of this write-up I had last night. If we were to get the 1 to 25 ratio, which I believe this is what we got last year for Most Feared, don't quote me on that, it might have been Zero Chill, but one of the big promos was a 1 promo currency to 25 coin ratio. The candy pack, the big one right there that gives you the free champion, that is valued at 51,500 candy, which if it converted over at the 1 to 25 ratio, has that pack valued at 1.287 million coins. That's not what the champions are worth. The champions are worth right around 500,000 coins. Give or take, obviously, we're taking an average right there. If they decide to go with the ratio of 1 candy equals 10 coins, that same pack that does guarantee you the champion would convert over at 515,000 coins. And that's the range that I think makes the most sense. EA's not going to pay us out 1.287 million coins for not spending our promo currency. It just doesn't make sense. I think the 1 to 10 ratio just off that number alone makes the most sense. This has not been confirmed anywhere, but it does seem like the sweet spot that EA would probably align with right there. I haven't seen anything from MUTLeaks regarding that. I mean, I hope we do. It makes things significantly easier when it comes to actually figuring out what to do with your candy. Something I've been pretty vocal about over the last, I guess 2 weeks since we've had Most Feared. The candy store kind of sucks. There's no, solidified best way to actually spend your candy. I'm probably going to lock in another B&D champion today. I haven't figured out who I want to lock in quite yet. I recommend you guys do that if you do have the candy. I just stopped going out of my way to go and buy candy. It just didn't make sense because, again, the candy store just isn't that good. We have these terrifying packs, packs of packs, trick-or-treat packs, which are cool, but they're not that good. It just kind of seems like a fumbled the bag type of opportunity here from EA. I do think that is because the candy store is just very straightforward. For Zero Chill, we have presents, which is a whole another atmosphere. Same thing with Sugar Rush. We have the Easter eggs. With Most Feared, we have player packs. We have trick-or-treat packs, which are, just straight players. And then we have your common packs down here that are cool, but aren't very good. So it is a missed opportunity. I really do believe that, but it's not something that I was expecting to be anything too crazy. It is what it is, and we move on. Hopefully for, the Zero Chill promo, they actually make the Snowflake store worth our while a little bit more. Looking forward a little bit to the rest of this week. Tonight, we are going to have 2 sets of reveals. Team Builders as well as Team of the Week, Week 8. I think that's crazy. We're already on Week 8 of the NFL season. We're going to have a Good Morning Madden stream tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, breaking down Team Builders as well as Team of the Week. We're going to have a Good Morning Madden stream tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, breaking down the brand new Team Builders as well as the Team of the Week cards. Those cards will go live Wednesday, and then Wednesday night we are going to have reveals for the final release of the Most Feared promo. I guess it's the final big release of Most Feared, and then Thursday morning we are going to have a Good Morning Madden stream. Thursday night, we should see some type of reveals. I don't know what it's going to be, but we do have content on Halloween. We'll have a better idea probably later today when MUTLeaks does give us most likely some form of a leak regarding what's coming this up and coming week. As of right now, and right now it is currently 8:49 in the morning, we have not seen anything. Obviously, Legends on Saturday, and then we're moving on to November content. Most Feared is what I consider the start of Prime Madden. How many people took a break in September, picked the game back up middle of October, and is now preparing for the Zero Chill promo in December? Trust me, I know there's a lot of you guys out there. Last year, November content wasn't very good. I'm not saying that to scare you guys. I'm just saying it to be realistic. I do not think it's going to be as bad as it was last year. They completely fumbled the bag with it. On paper, it actually is scheduled to be pretty good. Team Diamonds are going to make its return. Hopefully they, I hope they don't screw it up. They completely fumbled Team Diamonds last year. I don't see them doing it as bad as they did. We also should have some form of a Thanksgiving promo in the Autumn Classic. We got Blitz, we got Breakout. It should be a pretty good month. With that said, boys, it is going to be everything we got this morning. If you guys did enjoy this video, go down there and drop a like. Subscribe if you're new. It's actually crazy to say we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. That's not something I ever thought in my life I'd have the opportunity to say. But we're locked in. Road to 20K. I love you guys. Thank you so much for changing my life. We talked about that a lot yesterday, but like 15,000 subscribers on YouTube is just so crazy. So thank you guys. If you made it this far in the video, go down there and comment down. Let's do something tied to the Brandon Aubrey. Go do the football emoji and let me know you guys made it this far in the video. I love you guys as always. But until 1:30 p.m. Eastern time when content goes live, peace, boys. Have a good one. I love you guys.